would prefer not to have to wait if we can do it. Right.
Hi, this is Beverly Hutzel. I'm not sure if my colleagues are on the line. I'm expecting Yvonne Lamel and
Yes.
Marita Kelly. Dawn,
Yes.
can you tell me if
They're both
waiting?
there.
Yep.
They're on? Okay. My name's Beverly Hutzel, and I work with DCED with the Center for Local Government Services. And I've recently been assigned to the South Central region, which includes your county. So I've been taking this opportunity to speak to the commissioners in all the counties to sort of introduce myself, let you know I'm a contact in the local government division, and I've included some of my colleagues on the phone for the expertise that they bring to the table as well. I'm just going to do quick introductions. I want to be respectful of your time. I'd like Yvonne, if you could introduce yourself, please.
She doesn't have audio or video on.
She needs to unmute.
Marita, what about you?
There you go.
Okay. Oh, hello. Some of you know me already. Jamie and Joanne certainly know me. I'm Marita Kelly, and I'm with the Department of Community and Economic Development as well. I'm the Central Office Regional Director, and I also cover your region. I largely have been communicating with many of your communities during COVID, but I have done some outreach through various components of your county for different pieces of information that I needed to share. So I'm available as your regional representative, and I'd be happy to speak with you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yvonne,
Great, great. And see me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Well, my name is Yvonne Lamel, and I'm one of 4 planners within the Center for Local Government Services. A couple years ago, the center reestablished a team of 4 planners to provide planning and technical assistance to local governments and planning support with state government. Primarily, our responsibility is to provide technical assistance on planning, zoning, and development issues. We planners work as equals and as a team, taking a regional hands-on approach to serving the 2,560 municipalities in Pennsylvania. We're each assigned a region as the lead contact and principal planning assistance provider. My region encompasses the South Central and Southeastern counties, which includes Lebanon County. I'm also the primary contact for the administration of the Municipal Assistance Program, and I think we may talk about that a little later if we have time. But I think Commissioner Litz, I believe you know one of my colleagues, Jessica Trimble.
I do. She's lovely.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah.
Jeff I said hi.
I will. She and I are on the same team. In fact, she just recently introduced me via social media to Susan Eberly, the Lebanon County Economic Development Office. Yes. Yeah, and Susan actually mentioned the development of an economic recovery plan.
Yes.
And we told her that we would, be happy to provide some thoughts on economic development plans. While we typically specialize in land use planning and administering the municipal planning code, I think we can agree that it all, ties in together. So we're looking forward to that collaboration and, offering as much assistance as we can. So thank you for allowing us to speak to you today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
And I see by your names, we have all the commissioners on the line.
Yes.
So thanks again for taking the time to talk to us. It's very much appreciated. I'm just going to jump right in and start off with the CARES money and see how things went with the CARES funds and if you're able to get all that money out and how you used it.
Jamie, do you want to quarterback that response? I mean, I think with the window of time we had, I think we did a very good job of getting the money into as many businesses and as possible. So I think that was well done by the panel that came together quickly to evaluate and so on. And if Jamie or any of the commissioners have anything else to add to that.
I think Jamie jumped on a phone call.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we had a unique situation in Lebanon County where we had a partnership. Jamie was the lead, and that's why he was asked to speak. But since he's not here, we also included the EDC. We included the Chamber of Commerce, our Tourist Bureau, and our United Way. And they each reviewed applications from their specific representation, if you will. And there was a matrix, a scoring that was done, and it was done very fairly and openly and transparent. And they then gave the matrix to the commissioners, and we had a cutoff. Anybody above, we could fund at a certain percentage. Anybody below, wait for round 2 and try again. And indeed, that happened. We had 2 rounds. And in the end, we were able to get all that money out. But in addition of our $12.5 million allotment, 2.5 was designated by the governor for a Mask Up campaign. But we found a way to be able to support something like 1,300 businesses or better with that as well. And we offered Mask Up signs, placards to put out front of your business, on your counters if people came inside, that said Mask Up Lebanon, and we had a specific logo, specific colors. And for anybody willing to display, advertise for us, if you will, for a period of 3 months, they got $1,000. And so, half of that 2.5 million went directly to businesses for helping us to advertise. And then, of course, we bought television ads and radio ads and newspaper ads. We had billboards. I mean, it was a really big campaign. And we tried to use local businesses wherever possible. So even those that weren't getting grants, instead of a handout, got a hand up. The printers and those kinds of folks, the graphic designers, all from Lebanon County, were able to keep their staff employed, and they didn't have to collect unemployment. So it was a win-win, and it turned out really, really well. We're very proud of the job they did for us. And, there's Jamie. Oh, now that I bragged him up a little bit, but he did lead the team doing this, and we hired a local PR firm as well, and Fresh Creative, and they spearheaded a lot of the technical things for us, but Jamie got the people together and had regular updates for us.
Yeah,
Sounds like you did an outstanding job.
Not something
Were you able to help any municipalities?
Some.
Were you able to help?
The demand from municipalities and the need there was surprisingly low. They didn't have a lot of COVID, or prep, I guess, that was eligible. But I think it was somewhere around a little over 9 million out of 10 million went to the local businesses and so on in grants. So yeah.
That's wonderful.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, William.
just to follow up on what Commissioner Litz said, and obviously I want to say hats off to Jamie, who directed the efforts, but also the folks from Karen Grove from the chamber and Jen Kuzo from the Tourism Bureau and Brooke Smith from the United Way. It was absolutely.
You forgot Susan.
And thank you, Commissioner.
You're welcome.
I forgot Susan Eberly. I just wanted to say that they did an incredible job, and my measure of how well we do a job here at the county is the number of negative phone calls or emails that I receive. And I have to say that when we've gone through a process like this where we expended in excess of $10 million and distributed it to various people upon their requests, and not to get one negative piece of feedback, tells me that the people that did the work for us did an incredible job. And I couldn't be more proud of Lebanon County. And I understand, I'm surprised that you folks hadn't heard this, because supposedly the scuttlebutt at DCED was that Lebanon did an incredible job because there were counties that got their money on time, and of course the governor held ours up. That we got all of our money distributed and in a fair and an equitable way. So I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, I didn't hear any of that. I didn't
That's a
hear
shame.
anything about it.
That's a shame.
You heard it today.
Great.
Yeah. Yes, and how are your revenues coming in with the COVID, and how are your taxes coming in? And
Well, our tax,
Well, I think counties are blessed because, you know, people don't have a choice about paying their county tax because their properties are at stake. So would they find a way, and I'm not saying that that's the way we should be collecting taxes, but they find a way to pay their taxes. We don't rely on,
that's good.
thank God, we don't rely on income tax or sales tax to fund our efforts at the county level.
I'd like to make
That's
2
good.
points if I may.
Go ahead, Commissioner.
Thank you. First of all, the people who did apply for grants that did not have their taxes paid were told that we can't give you taxpayer money until you pay your taxes. So the handful of people who were behind or in arrears in taxes got caught up, and then we were able to award them their funds. We thought that was only fair. That was number one. And
That's good.
number two is that what we had is, I forget where I was going to go with that. I have to come back to it. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought.
Circle back.
Oh, Joelle, and that happens to me all the time, so I feel for you.
That never happens to me.
It might
so
still happen to me today.
I can't relate to that, but anyway, anything else? That was a joke. Anything else that, oh, how about contact information, email to us so we have your best contact? Good.
Certainly.
Okay.
Can I send that to Dawn?
Yes.
Maybe you
email
want to
information?
type it in the chat because you're cutting out. If you can.
Oh,
Give it to Dawn.
I'm okay if we get it,
okay.
you get it to Dawn, that'd be great.
Okay.
She can
I
distribute.
just want to move on. If Yvonne would like to talk a little bit about planning.
We do have time? Because I want to be mindful of the commissioner's time here.
Go ahead, Yvonne.
Okay. So again, I had mentioned that I administer the Municipal Assistance Program, or MAP. So just know that I'm here simply to enhance the planning capacity in your community. We've worked in the past with Julie Cheney and John Bitsky from the Lebanon County Planning Department. We're great. So they are familiar with the MAP program. They work with a former colleague of mine. And again, I just became the South Central regional planner. So I didn't have much interaction with them, but I have some notes and things that I know she had made contact with them in the past. But again, while we typically specialize in land use planning and administering the municipal code, I think we can agree again that they all tie together, and the communities that plan for various issues and deal with them smartly generally attract the desired development, investment, improve quality of life, and preserve community character and resources. So, and it's always great to work in tandem. We make suggestions to help you think things through resources, if nothing else. So I've been geared towards talking to the planning offices with that, at the forefront. So the MAP program primarily was created to help local governments plan and implement a variety of services and improvements of managed development. It provides 50% matching grants to municipalities and counties for 3 groups of activities: shared services such as police and fire department studies, community planning, comprehensive plans, countywide action plans, even municipal water quality planning. And then there's the floodplain management. But I have a lot of information that I can provide to you directly if you need be, or, you know, continue to stay in touch with your planning department, which I look forward to working with. So that's the program that I administer. We generally have a budget of roughly $500,000. The most competitive projects typically are the community planning projects. It's the most competitive as well because they have, you know, a more wider impact. However, townships may still apply for the funds. You know, if 2 or more neighboring municipalities share planning objectives and priorities, we tell them that they may wish to combine efforts and develop a multi-municipal comprehensive plan or a multi-municipal zoning ordinance. So these are some of the types of projects that come in, and we, you know, take a look at them. I think last year we funded about 15 projects. The average grant was $30,000 to $50,000. So we're here and able to assist you in any of those types of efforts. And I look forward to working with you. And thank you for your time.
Thank you, Siobhan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Marita?
Sorry, I was trying to turn my mute off. Sorry about that. Well, I am a little more of a generalist than the other two ladies. There are a multitude of programs that the department has, and we do some collaboratives with other state agencies. So I'm sort of the jack of all trades, master of none. But many of you know I have 42 years of local government experience and multiple years of economic development experience. So anytime I can be of help with any of our programs, I'd be more than happy to assist.
Thank you, Marita.
Thank you.
One other thing I wanted to
Very
bring up.
welcome.
Is there any municipalities in your county that you're especially concerned about that you would like us to reach out to in particular?
Are you talking
You
financially?
can think about that. Yes, that any kind of trouble. Or even if they're not in trouble. But if they're financially distressed, we definitely would want to talk to them about some of our programs.
Well, my personal observation is we have several, for instance, the city of Lebanon, perhaps West Lebanon, that can no longer really, there's not a lot of land left, if any, to develop. So everything has to be redeveloped if there's, you know, housing stock that's gone bad or fires or whatever. We've been trying to address that, like with Habitat for Humanity, supporting rebuilding of several houses on the main street through town, 422. But I don't know, there may be others. Those particular leaders in those communities would have to let you know.
Okay. Well, what I do is I send an email out to all the municipalities in the county. I'm taking it county by county in my region of 10 counties. And sometimes they'll reach back out to have a call. Sometimes they won't. So I didn't know if there's any in particular you wanted me to take a little bit more of an aggressive approach to get in contact with them or not. And if you think about someone that you do want me to get in touch with, please reach out to me.
I would agree with
Did
the
you have any
city for sure.
questions?
No, I'm sorry.
The city of Lebanon.
That would be I mean, that's kind of the, you know, it's the largest and it's the most vulnerable, I think, financially. So.
Yes, they are involved in the STAMP program, the Strategic Management Planning Program. Are you familiar with that?
I'm
Strategic Management Planning Program.
Mhm.
It was previously called Early Intervention Program. Well, Lebanon is involved in that. They hired a consultant to come in and do an analysis of their past 5 years' finances and looking to project their next 5 years. They do a management study to basically see if there's any efficiencies that they could, you know, take measures to be more efficient, to have cost savings. So they are in the process of that, which is a great program. Many people are very pleased with the program.
Thank you.
Is there any questions that you would have for any of us?
But we
No.
appreciate you coming to us and putting your time aside as well for introducing yourselves and reminding us of what you do. Thank you.
Well, thank
Yes.
you for your time. We very much appreciate it, and we are here to help. I see Marita, if you could put your contact, oh, there she goes. She's putting her contact information up. If there's anything any of us could do, please reach out to us. I don't say I have all the answers, but we have some real experts on our team, and I do my best to help in any way I can. So just keep my name and number, email address, and I'd be happy to reach out to help in any way I can. So please keep that in mind.
Thank you.
I appreciate you joining us today and making us more aware of what's available. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
You bet.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You bet.
Hey, Marita, I invited myself, didn't I, commissioners?
That's all right. Okay.
You know what? I'm the youngest of 6 children. I'm not afraid to invite myself anywhere.
All right. Well, we appreciate that.
So
And
thanks a lot.
stay well, everybody, and stay safe. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
You
Thank
too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, I think you have, Dawn, do they have their packets for tomorrow's meeting at this point by now? Okay. I don't have anything more for the workshop, so got your packets to look over. If you have any questions, call me or text or call me or email me and I'll answer them if I can. We do have the warden's, we were still tweaking that just before this meeting, the warden's proclamation for tomorrow, trying to make sure all that was correct and accurate. So other than that, Yoakum's going to have Dr. Yoakum's going to have a couple of folks with him, I guess, to join him. Jim Dunmoyer, Holly Leahy, I think Bob Dowd, to talk about his annual report. And that's all.
I'll move
Well, I
to
wanna-
adjourn the meeting then.
Oh, you're just in a workshop. No.
It's a workshop.
Oh.
We don't-
Okay.
I just want to welcome Bill back. He's well rested and ready to go at it tomorrow. So that's all good. Glad you're back safely, Bill.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, Jamie, that it?
Sounds good.
Thanks, Don.